What's up, y'all? It's Amber R Real, and I'm back. And today I'm going to show you all how to achieve this beautiful ash blonde with dark roots. So stay tuned. Okay, so first I started with Dark and Lovely. I used the Golden Sable Brown. And then I did Clairol, Pure White, 30 Developer. But do not get 30. Don't do what I do. Get 20. I already had Developer. I didn't want to buy no more. Not going to lie. So I just did 30, but you do 20. Then I had the Mane and Tail. This is actually conditioner. I meant for it to be shampoo. I was all over the place. And then I had the Shimmer Lights Purple Shampoo by Clairol and T28 Wella Toner. Now, I was a little ghetto with my products, so I would suggest, again, don't do what I do, be better than me, but get the Shimmer Lights shampoo and the conditioner. I just didn't want to purchase any extra products because I already had these things, so I just used what I had, but I would suggest that you get the shampoo and conditioner. Okay, so first you're going to start by opening the bundles, of course. And what I did was just open them all up, and then I'm going to damp them. I put a little bit of water on there. So doing that just a little bit, not drenching them, but kind of like making them damp or moist. That just helps the product spread. It kind of helps like you save the product, so it just helps it spread easier. Okay, so I'm using a box color for the brown. So, I just put it in my measuring bowl. As you can see, the measurements are on the bowl. So I would highly suggest that you follow the directions on the measurements. And I'm just mixing that up really, really good to go ahead and do the roots. Now I have my bundles laid out that I've damped, and I'm just going through. It would have been better if I probably would have, been able to put them in a way where they can be kind of pinned, because they was kind of moving a little bit, but I had already started, so it was too late. But I'll probably go on there, and I would suggest about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Honestly, with the roots, you don't want to go too far down because you want it to look natural. One thing I can say that I could have done better, I felt like I seen kind of small lines of demarcation, and I didn't like that. So I would suggest maybe going upwards instead of how I went going downwards. I would suggest going upwards. So that way when the hair combs back down, it'll be a smoother appearance, if that makes sense. I don't know, or just be a little bit more gentle. So yeah, I got to work on that. But yeah, so you're just going to dye the roots, and you can see it's already changing colors. And you want to just go through and make sure that each strand is covered on each side. So again, like I said, when you're doing it, you're gonna see the dye working and oxidizing and changing. So I did those bundles, and I put that to the side for about 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't want it to get too dark, but I didn't want it to be too light either. And here you see me starting on the second bundle. Okay, and here's a look at the second bundle as it's starting to color and oxidize. And as you can see, I have my other bundle sitting over there to the side, and I'm about to get ready to rinse that first bundle. Now, what you want to do is use cool water, and because that dye is capable of basically leaking onto the rest of the hair, I'm doing it kind of upside down. I'm only rinsing the area where the color is versus downward, where all the color can kind of like run onto the 613 hair, because what will happen is that it will tone it. Like, it won't be as dark as you see up there, but it will like give it like a a different shade. And depending on what you're looking for, the results that you want, you might not want that. So I would suggest that you rinse it downward as you see me doing here. Now, I did eventually rinse the 613 hair by itself. Remember, well, I'm going to say I damped it. Remember, I did tell you that that's better. It helps spread the product easier. So I did go ahead and damp it because I'm about to put the toner on there. Okay, now I've rinsed both bundles. Now this is the toner. You are supposed to mix the 20 developer with this toner. Do not do what I do and mix 30. I shouldn't have did 30, but I mean, I didn't notice any problems. But you don't do that. Follow the directions on the box because they are there for a reason. Okay, so anyway, I'm going ahead and I'm mixing up my toner. And when you mix that, it needs to be mixed very, very well. And it's going to give like a jelly kind of consistency. I don't know if you could tell, but it's kind of like jelly. So that's when you know you've done it right. Make sure it's smooth, everything's together. And we are going to go ahead and slather it on there. Now, as far as the brown, I still wanted to tone it. It was a little bit darker than what I preferred in the look that I was going for. So I also put the toner on top of the brown roots. And you're going to see it change like right before your eyes. I don't know if you all can see already. A lot of the yellow is going away. And the brown is changing its tone. Now here's a closer look. Look at that, y'all. This looks, oh my God, that looks so good. Let's compare. Let me see if it looks like the picture. I don't know. It looks spot on. If not all the way, almost. I'm gonna let it sit a little longer. You guys drop in the comments and let me know if you think it was a good match or what I could have done differently, what products I could have used, or if you think I hit it on the nail. Drop some comments down below, you guys. Okay, now I've let it sit for a few more minutes and it's time to rinse it off. Don't mind my hands. I had to take my gloves off and it was just like, F it. So anyway, once again, once you're rinsing it off, you want to rinse it with cool water. First of all, hot water is going to be too harsh for any hair when you're coloring. 613 has already been processed hair. If you had black hair and you had dyed it, you would be drying it out because color will, it helps dry it out. So you never want to use like hot water when you're rinsing your bundles. So anyway, you're going to use cool water and you're just going to rinse it really, really good, very thoroughly. Now, of course, once you rinse it really, really good, you're going to go in with your shampoo. Again, I used some Mane and Tail clarifying shampoo actually, but again, I'm going to stress that please make sure you use both the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo and the purple conditioner. Now, one tip I have is that say you tone the hair and it's still not quite as ash as you would like it. When you go in with the purple shampoo and the purple conditioner, it's okay to let it sit for a second because that's what it does. It also helps tone the hair. That's actually a fast track way to do it. If you don't have time or don't feel like doing a toner, you can always just do that. But I don't feel like it lasts as long once you start to put heat on it. But you would use your purple shampoo and conditioner and just let it sit. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Let it sit really, really good. And that'll help ash it on out a little bit more. Now, once I've done that and rinsed it off, now this is my final. Look at it. That is so beautiful and it looks nothing like that yellow. Ugh, 613 we started with. Look at that. Just beautiful. Mwah. You guys, let me know if you've ever tried this type of toner method, or if you're going to try it. If you have tried it, let me know what you did. Did it work for you and how you liked it? Thanks for watching. Like the video, share, comment, and I'll see you next time.